All right, what's good, boys? This is a different type of video. I'm sitting here with my boy, Jaden Burwell. He's my sales manager, a fucking killer. And we're just going to sit here and talk about how we plan on getting the agency to $1 million a month by the end of the year. Right now, we're sitting at around, I'll say, just over 100K every single month with the agency. And things have been going really, really well as of lately. So I just want to kind of talk and kind of document the journey for you boys before people start saying bullshit like, yo, Edmund doesn't do the business model. It's just some shit like that. Actually documenting the whole process. So right now, I'm gonna ask Jaden a question. Like, Jaden, what do you think that you're like kind of working on right now as a sales manager? And like, what are the maybe like 1 to 3 things that you feel like will take you from, you know, where you are right now to making more money, or just taking it to the next level?
Definitely my hiring process. So like hiring process and systems. I really recently just dived into the systems, actually getting my hands very, very dirty in terms of like actively looking at it every single minute, hour of the day, making sure that we were just as dialed as possible. A lot of the bottlenecks that I was seeing was just happening with the setters. And honestly, like right now, like I've hired on a couple people and they're solid, because generally I learned like if it's not a like hell yeah I want this guy on my team, it's generally like I'm gonna get sick and tired of this person very, very quick and very, very fast, and I do not want them on my team. That's the very first thing. And then the second thing is just the systems, making sure our systems are optimized to the actual very best, so it is replicable across any sort of offers or anything that we do come across. Maybe it's just a one and done where it's just like, hey, this person wants to just do like a little pit stop, comes to Edmund for the marketing, comes to me for the sales. Boom, we have the systems in place, and then we could easily just scale whatever.
Is there one more, like just one more thing, or?
Another last thing would literally just be like making sure that we're squeezing the pipeline as much as possible. Like me and Edmund are coming up with different ways to make sure that, you know, payments are always coming through we're always getting payments, like whether that's reoccurring, whether that's following up on like payment plans, whether that's just making sure that we have different ways to contact people to follow up, making sure that we just literally abuse and harass our pipeline.
No, the biggest thing that I would say, like right now, like let's just say outside of like personal development, like the agency needs to work on a lot, is number one, like getting like dialed setters. Like I'll be honest, like this, like we have a really, really good show up rate, like across all our offers. Our show up is like, it's A1. Like I see some of the numbers of other info guys, and it's like it doesn't even compare. Now everything we do is organic, I'll be honest, but we have like across all offers maybe like a 90% show up rate, right? And some offers we've had like a 97% show up rate. Like it's absolutely insane, you know, when you look at other offers as to like where we're at right now. And I think the only thing that's really stopping us, number one, having dialed setters. And what I mean by that is like just people who are hungry as fuck. Like there's a lot of people that say, oh, I want to make money online. You get the opportunity, and then it's like, yeah, bro, like I'm just kind of tired, and like, you know, I just, you know, I've been thinking whatever. But like just getting killers, people who are hungry and won't take no for an answer, because we could get a nice show up rate, which is what we've been doing, but people that just go that extra mile and like, okay, yeah, nah, I'm not ending this fucking day without like 3-4 calls on the calendar. That's the first thing. The next thing is lead generation. Like after a while, guys, especially in the info space, like leads become like the biggest bottleneck, which kind of like right now I'm starting to tap into ads a little bit more and more with clients, testing things out. Because if you could crack ads, then like it's GG. If you have some sort of personal brand and then you crack ads, it's game over. Because a lot of clients, experts, gurus, or just whatever you guys want to call them, after a while you just get tired of doing content. I don't blame them, because that shit is tiring, right? But the second thing is lead generation. And the last thing that I kind of see with the agency, I think it's me myself, like one, becoming a better leader to people, to my team members, you know, and actually putting them in positions to where they can succeed. And this is something that I'm starting to learn myself, even like just personally. Like you actually have to put people in a position to where they can make money You know, some people don't know what's best for them. Like I might sound like a dick, but like actually putting them in positions to where they can make a lot of money, you know, and then giving them the right resources and making things easy for them to do, which is what I'm investing a lot of my time doing for my agency now. I'm gonna switch shit over. I feel like I've been yapping a lot, but like as of like you yourself, like personal development, like what are the 3 things that you're currently working on? You think from like financially where you are right now that will take you? Because I'll say this real quick is that I think that to get to like let's just say someone's at like 10 to 30K a month, to get to from 10 to go from 10 to 30K a month to 50 to 100K a month, it's just
Completely different.
yeah, it's completely different, and mainly it's like personal development. Like there's like skills that you are missing that you have to learn, and until you learn them, you're not going to make more money. So like in your case, I'll share mine after yours. But like, what are like skills that you kind of like feel like you need to learn?
What I've really been taking into account is just time management. So like I completely so I'm already taking steps and taking action, because like that was the very start of the week. Like what I did is taking action and actually just making sure that my calendar, I already know, like from the moment I wake up, which is like 6 a.m., to the moment I go to bed or stop working, which is around 7, 8 p.m., I know exactly what I'm doing hour by hour. And it's not like, you know, I just have these gaps where I'm just sitting around fucking around. It's just like time management and actually sticking to a consistent routine, sticking to a consistent calendar. Because if I start doing that, the money is going to be a byproduct, because I have certain periods where it's just like hard work. Another thing that I'm kind of working on is literally just making sure that I'm like always like getting my name out there, getting content out there, because like you have to make content a priority, especially in the line of business that we're in. The only way to get more clients, the only way to make more money is if more people know you. That's kind of like the main things that I'm working on, just content, and then just making sure my time management's correctly. And then on top of that, actually say this, on top of that, dialing in my team to the best possible, like really like in a sense micromanaging until I can get to the point where like these people are actually like not trustworthy, because I'm still, no matter what, gonna have to go through and check the CRM, whatever it may be, but continuing and checking up on people, continuing to push people to make sure that they can get to that next level. Because a lot of times in sales, people will get to a certain point where they're making 2-3K a month, but in order to get to that 4, 5, 6K a month, you have to unlock a different skill set, like Edmund just said. So it's a different skill set with sales, and especially with sales, because it's a never-ending game on how much stuff you can learn, how much better you can get at objection handling, pre-handling, things like that.
Okay. My thing, me personally, I'll be like clear and cutthroat, like to where I am with you guys. Like me, actually, I don't give a fuck, I'll say it. But like me, take home, I make maybe like around 20, maybe 30 on a good month, like through everything that I do. And like for me to go from that point to like, let's just say 75 to 100K a month, like the 3 things that I personally have identified, and I think every single one of you guys need to do the same exact thing. If you're making like 0 to 5K, like there's skills you need to learn that is you have to have in order to make 10K. Right now, those skills, number 1 for me is like leadership. I'll be so honest with you. I think my leadership level, like it's okay, but like I need to just simply become a better leader just for my guys, because everything starts like with an example. Because if you are shitty, or if you're not at your peak 24/7, your team's not going to be at their peak 24/7. And if the offer owner isn't at their peak 24/7, I'm not going to be at my peak, and the sales manager won't be at the peak, and as a byproduct, the sales rep won't do their job, because everything starts at the very, very top. Because if you started off with a client and, you know, it's very, very, the relationship is very, very strong and everyone's doing what they need to be, I'm going to have to do what I need to do, and then he's going to have to, and it's just going to like bleed down to everyone on the team. So number 1 is leadership, and I think it's like video games. Like I don't know if you guys have played 2K or whatever, but like with 2K, if you want to become better at shooting in my park, you know, you maybe start off with like a 60 63 shooting percent, 63 shooting bar, and then you just level it up to get to 85. And once you do that, you can start shooting for fucking limitless range or whatever. But
We just gave.
I just gave top 10 2K analogy, but there's that. And then the next thing that I would say is, honestly, just like Jaden said, marketing yourself. That is so big, guys. Like, because I feel like a lot of people don't put a lot of effort into actually marketing the stuff. Yes, I'm a marketer, but marketing yourself is slightly different. I think that every single one of you guys should also like put in actual effort in marketing yourself, whether it's through TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, whatever the case may be. I started putting in like genuine action and actual detail in doing that. And then lately, like, I've just had a lot of people come to me looking to work with me. Some I do work with, others I don't work with, but like just actually marketing myself and letting people know that I am good at what I do. I get results, and this is who I am. You know what I mean? So that's the second thing that I need to do, and that's gonna help me with personal branding, client acquisition, getting the top of the top sales reps, all these stuff, right? Now, the last skill that I think that I have to learn or improve on is systemizing things, because I'm at this point where it's like I could put in more effort into things, but that's like low ROI, because I could work on something else, and right now it may not give us a high return on investment, but like 1, 2, 3 weeks down the line, we'll all see the money that's coming in based on what I do, right? So systemizing our processes, systemizing onboarding, systemizing client relationship. Like, something that I just added recently is having weekly calls with our experts. I used to not have that. Now we have 3 weekly calls every single week. I used to just contact them on communities or Zoom or what, not communities, or like text message and stuff like that. But now we have 3 weekly calls where we go over the offer, the marketing side of things, sales, and all these stuff, right? So I think those are the 3 things that I need to work on, and that if I want to get to that $75,000, $100,000 a month mark, I'm gonna have to improve, just like in 2K video games, to get to that point, right? So do you have any question or anything that you see like with the agency?
Where do you see yourself in the next 2-3 months?
Me personally, I think that we have a lot of opportunities right now. I was talking to one of my roommates, and like, we're looking to build something that's actually special, like not some info product 10, 20, 15, 30K a month bullshit, like something that we could actually exit, because he's very good at what he does. I'm very good at what I do. So there's that. Right now we're launching up a real estate offer. Within the next 2 to 3 weeks, you guys will see like the full video, 30-day, 12-day walkthrough or whatever of that offer, how much we do, which that offer, I think we should do at least 100K off launch, which is going to be a really, really good opportunity. Now, in the next 2 months, I think this is going to be a record-breaking month for us if we do launch this offer this month. Next month, if all goes as planned, I think that next month we could jump from where we're currently at to like $250,000, $300,000, right? And if we do that, then it's just like a snowball effect, because once things start rolling, the ball just keeps rolling. And the reason why they will start rolling is because we learned those skills, right? He's learning his skills, I learned my skills, and then the balls just start rolling.
It's all compound effect at the end of the day. Like, you put in the work now, and then it's like the results are going to show for itself. Like, it may not feel like it now, but then like he just said, like 2-3 months. It happens with every single body in business. Like, when you very first start out, like, you're like, nothing happens for a very long time, and then everything happens all at once. You just have to make sure that you are prepared for that moment. And like, I don't know, would you say you're prepared, like, if we were to have that just like immediate skyrocket? Because I feel like it just happens a lot of the times in online business. If you look at everybody's success stories, they eventually have that moment where it's like, holy shit, now I'm making that fuck you money. But like, do you think for that moment you would be prepared right now, or it's just like time will tell?
I think genuinely, from the bottom of my heart and everything that I genuinely believe in, is that I think we are prepared. I think a lot of it is mental. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I think that generally a lot of it is mental. Our systems are fucking good. Our closing rates are like
60%.
Like 60%. Like, that's That's a lot higher than industry standard. Our show up rates are like 95%. Like, it's absolutely insane the type of numbers that we're doing. Now, this is organic. Like, I will tell you guys that. But even with organic, most people don't reach those numbers. So our systems are dialed up.
I think even with ads, I mean, bro, I'm just so good
Even
at
with ads,
sales
yeah,
that it's just it's not gonna matter to me. Like, I will crack a system until I figure out like how we can get back to 85% like KPI, and like all my setters are gonna have an 85% show up rate. All my closers are gonna have 50 to 60% close rate because I'm just that good at training people.
Yeah, no, like, well, the question, I think it's a lot mental, bro. And I actually want to get your take on this, but like me specifically, I think that we're ready, but I think a lot of it's mental. Like, we actually literally, I'll say mine. Like, I actually, and I'll be honest with you guys. I think like actually believing that I'm worthy of making like 75 to 100K a month, or like the agency's worthy of, I'm worthy of managing a business that's doing like $300,000 a month. I think it's all mental, and that once I start believing it fully, now do I believe it? I don't know. Not
I
that.
feel like, cause like I was literally talking to one of my friends about this the other day, and like we started info together. Like when I very first started, I was doing growth operating. So he was even in like the course that I was in. So we were talking today. And he was like, bro, like the last 3 months I've made 100K, right? And then he was like, for me now I'm trying to get to the point where I'm just making 100K every single month. And the biggest thing was literally just my mindset that I'm actually the person that's capable. Like, so he was like, oh, like how much do you want to be making? I was like, you know, probably like 40, 50K a month in like the next couple of months or so. And he's like, bro, just shoot for 100, right? And then like for him, it's like the biggest thing that you just have to change is your mindset. And like, bro, like once you set a goal, like, you know, you shoot, like I'll say it like this, right? If you're trying to dunk, you're not going to go for the fucking rim. You're going to go for the fucking, put your arm like at the rim, and then you'll just start dunking. So when you start extending it past, you're going to be like, holy shit, now I'm already at the goal that I kind of technically wanted. Now let me get to the goal that's going to help me, or the goal that I have been reaching for. I kind of think of it like that.
Where do you see yourself? Let's just say, I'm not even going to say 2 months. I like, by the end of the year, like, where do you want to be and where do you see yourself?
I think I can crack 100K. Like 100%. Even more.
How do you plan on, like, what's kind of like, can you like elaborate more? Like, we need a little bit more content.
Yeah. So obviously, sales managing is one of the things like you can easily, I know tons of sales managers that are doing 100K a month, 200K a month even. And it's just about like the opportunities and the position that you place yourself in, and then like when your number is called, making sure you're ready for it. I think I have more than enough skills, more than enough kind of like testimonies to be at that point. It's just about like, it's a God-given time, and obviously I'm not at that place because it's like not technically the right time, but I do believe that I am ready for it. Another thing is just I help people place setters, closers into their business, and also like audit their businesses for sales. So like even then, like that's another stream of income, and like I'm sure there's gonna be plenty of other ways that I can help people with sales in order to make more money.
I was gonna do it for the video. This is more so like documenting the process, because this is just for
I feel like we should do this maybe once a week or like every other week, and then just sit down, tell them how the agency's going, and then from there we could look back at this. Damn, this was a month ago. Damn, this was 2 months ago.
Because I feel like very, very soon we're gonna be up as fuck. Like, I mean, we're already kind of up, but like not up.
Not where it's to the point where like you don't feel anything. Like
Yeah.
I still check my bank account every day, like until I get to the point where it's like a liquid mill. It's like, yeah.
I think we're gonna get to the point where we're like literally up as fuck, and people are gonna be like, "How the fuck did you guys get there?" And
Yeah.
I want to document this whole shit to like, number one, show people like this shit is possible. Like, I'm not gonna go on a fucking lifelong fucking violence tangent, whatever. I used to work out all my bullshit, whatever, blah blah blah. But like, just to document, show people, you know, how we got to this point, and that like we actually do the business model, because I think that's just extremely important in this day and age to like show honesty and show like genuine transparency. But That's gonna do it for the video, boys. If you are someone that wants to learn exactly what I do, click the first link below. It's basically a free Discord channel where I give you guys basically a one-on-one mentorship. It's a couple voice notes every single day of what's happening right now in the whole AI operating space, what you should be doing, what I'm doing, what's working, what's not working. If you're a client that wants to come onto my agency and wants a killer sales and marketing team, click the second link below. It's to book a call. I think you're going to be able to book a call with me, and we'll see if this is something that's a great fit for both of us. Now, Jaden, do you have your Instagram or some shit like that you want to plug?
Yeah, Jaden.Burwell. Kind of the same thing as him, the Discord for any sort of sales advice, anything like that, completely for free. But yeah, follow me, Jaden.Burwell. Yeah, go ahead and.
All right, boys. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, peace.